Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. Today I want to tell you a little inspirational story that motivated me today, and I want to share that with you. Let's start off here. She had what most people would probably consider a great life, maybe even a perfect life. She had a husband who loved her and she loved him back. 2 young children that were happy and healthy, a successful career, a nice big home, a standing in the community and with her friends. What more could one want? Well, evidently more. She was certainly after more. A little voice inside of her said, "It's time to move on. You need more adventure. The children need something more." Well, where in the world could this lead, she thought. Was she crazy to have a desire for adventure when perhaps she just should be happy with what she already had? Her friends all seemed happy with where they were, but that little voice would not stop. It just persistently kept repeating, "There is more." So one day she told her husband, "I want to move somewhere tropical. I don't want winter anymore. I want sun and palm trees." Oh, she was fortunate that day because her husband looked at her for a while and then simply said, "Well, let's see if we can make that work." That was a really good response from him because this was what her inner voice was now saying. Life should be an adventure, or really, it is quite boring. So, together they made a committed decision to make it work. It took about a year to figure out where they would go and how they would make the transition. They gave away or sold all their stuff. They gave up the big house, the successful careers, and the community they knew and were comfortable in. Does this sound freaky or scary to you? What would you be willing to give up for your dream? Oddly, it was not scary for her. She felt a calm that came from that inner voice, and she seemed to instinctively know everything would turn out right. So they packed the few things they had left into their Toyota 4Runner and headed to Mexico. The young son, who was 8, was keen for adventure. The daughter, at 11, figured they pretty well ruined her life. The neighbors thought they had gone mad. This was too far out of the box for them. But the voice continued that this was the right decision and the adventure was needed by all of them. So you have to ask yourself, have you ever moved towards something you wanted, not knowing exactly where it would lead? It's a leap of faith. When you think about this story, were they crazy, or did she just know that she had to follow that inner voice that told her she was meant for more? She needed more, and her family needed more. Now, it turns out that she was a bit crazy, but the kids grew up playing freely in the Caribbean blue water on white sand beaches under the palm trees. It has been 17 years now, and the kids are grown, happy, healthy, bilingual, multicultural, and definitely worldly wise. They moved away from their home with a confidence that no one can do anything they set their mind to without feeling like the world is there for their adventure. Both kids travel and have seen more of the world than she ever has. One of the things she is most proud of is she taught them to follow their inner voice, and that it would always, it would always guide them well. She still resides in Mexico with her husband. She is living her adventures every day and still follows that inner voice that recently is telling her there is something new on the horizon again. Whatever it is, she knows she has to follow that inner voice, that inner calling, because frankly, it makes her feel alive. And without that feeling, well, life would be pretty boring. I wanted to tell you that story today. Have you ever made a committed decision to take action on your inner voice? If you've had your inner voice in the past tell you that you're meant for more and that you should step out and do more, where would you be right now? Think about that for a minute. Allow yourself to dream. Think about where you might be. We all have that voice inside of us that at times tells us to take action, to do something positive with our lives, to step up, to get our shoes on and get moving, get out there and take action towards a dream that we have. Once somebody told me everybody has at least one good book inside of them. But the tragedy of humanity is that many die with that book still here. Do you have a book within you? Do you have a message within you that you'd like to share with the world? Do you have a message within you you'd like to share with your community? Is there action that you might personally take that would make a difference in the world or in your community? Think about that for a minute. What's your inner voice telling you? Are you where you need to be right now? Or is there something bigger and brighter for you? Are you just in training at this moment for the great life that inner voice is telling you is just around the corner? I believe that you have amazing things within you. I believe that if anybody can accomplish those amazing things, you can. There's something special about you. There's something incredible about you that the world is just waiting to see. And you know what? Like our friend in this story, I believe if you were to take action to start working towards your goals and dreams, you would find what true happiness would be like in your life. It would make things better not only for you, but for those around you. Because remember, when we win, those that we love, that are closest to us, win as well. I care about you. I believe in you. I'll be back tomorrow with something else that'll keep us moving down this path together towards achieving our goals and dreams. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, friends.